Welcome back. The details. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi took part in a roundtable meeting on smart transportation with the participation of a number of giant world firms in the field of modern mass transportation. During the meeting, the head of state welcomed the attendees' participation as partners in Egypt's development process. The president stressed the importance of continuous coordination among foreign investors and the private sector. He expressed keenness on boosting joint cooperation during the coming period, pointing out to Egypt's modern infrastructure and various energy resources, as well as industrial and investment opportunities provided by the Suez Canal Economic Zone. For their part, the representatives of the companies reiterated that they are looking forward to expand their ongoing projects in Egypt regarding the investment chances of the public transportation sector. He also praised the progress in Egypt's infrastructure and measures taken to improve the investment environment. Earlier, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi inaugurated the fourth round of the Smart Transportation Logistics and Green Transport Transformation Conference and Exhibition TransMe. The event is being held under the slogan of The Road to 2030. A number of giant international companies specialized in the field of modern mass transportation, railways, tunnels, and roads are taking part in TransMe. During the inauguration, the head of state listened to an explanation over plans to modernize railway lines and develop cross-sections and underground networks. During his tour in the exhibition, the president was briefed also on the progress report of the electric train project and the monorail lines, as well as developing the marine transportation sector. Siemens Egypt CEO also gave a briefing of the company's current projects in the country. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi held a phone call with Iraqi Prime Minister Mustafa al-Kadhimi after al-Kadhimi escaped unharmed an assassination attempt by an armed drone in Baghdad. Presidential spokesperson Ambassador Bassam Radi said that Iraqi Prime Minister expressed his appreciation to President al-Sisi's call that he said reflects the deep-rooted historical bilateral ties. Earlier, President al-Sisi condemned the assassination attempt that targeted Iraqi Prime Minister al-Kadhimi. President al-Sisi tweeted that he anxiously followed up the news of the cowardly terrorist attack, asking God Almighty to bless al-Kadhimi and to achieve stability and security in Iraq. Meanwhile, Sisi called on all political parties and powers in Iraq to calm down, to avoid violence, and to cooperate to achieve stability and to meet the aspirations of the Iraqi people. Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry began a visit to Washington to participate in the strategic dialogue between Egypt and the United States. The Foreign Ministry said the dialogue will tackle bilateral cooperation in light of the strong relations that bind the two countries, in addition to a number of regional and international issues of mutual concern. Shoukry will meet his American counterpart, Antony Blinken, and a number of officials from the U.S. administration, in addition to a group of congressmen and figures from top research centers and think tanks. Washington hosts the strategic dialogue between Egypt and the United States on November 8th and 9th. The General Prosecutor and head of the Arab General Attorneys Assembly, Hamad Al-Sawi, chaired the first annual meeting of the Assembly on Sunday. The meeting coincides with the International Conference of Public Prosecution's role and was attended by representatives from Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Kuwait, Morocco, Jordan, and Palestine. In his speech before the attendees, Al-Sawi asserted the significance of the gathering in exchanging experiences and common views over issues of common concern among the Arab and African participants. He probed the difficulties facing international judicial cooperation mechanisms and called for intensifying cooperation to face these challenges. He also hailed the Assembly's efforts in managing to hold a workshop on the role of the public prosecution services in combating terrorism and terrorism crimes, and stressed the importance of the international cooperation through several video meetings to achieve this goal. We are still with our local news, with Egypt reporting 909 new coronavirus infections, bringing the total number of cases to 336,582 people since the outbreak hit the country in mid-February 2020. The Health Ministry also reported 62 new deaths, bringing the total number of fatalities to 19,011. The ministry added that 650 patients were discharged from quarantine hospitals, raising the number of those who have recovered to 282,514 cases. To the global news of the coronavirus, the cumulative number of global COVID-19 cases topped 248 million, with the death toll exceeding 5 million. According to the latest data